Hello everyone, I'm back from Thanksgiving holiday, so it was nice to have a little bit of a break, but everything's back to being recorded day and date. And so, without further ado, welcome to day 230 of playing Persona 4 Goldie in real time. Today is November 26th, so let's go ahead and see what the gang is up to today. So, getting synced up to start us off as usual. Alright, still got that green fog hovering around. I mean, it seems like everyone's doing okay, so I'm guessing it's not too poisonous. You overhear students talking. Hey, don't you think that there are more and more people getting weird because of the fog? I even see people wearing these huge gas masks around town. Yeah, and people are getting sick too. Haven't there been people saying a lot of weird stuff lately? Like that the world is ending, and that global warming is because of original sin, nutty stuff like that? Hey, what do you think's going to happen if you think someone's sick, but you don't do anything about it? I mean, to be honest, yesterday, my dad... Okay, yeah, it's probably a good thing we're not eavesdropping on something that could be pretty personal. I mean, we probably shouldn't be eavesdropping, period, but at least we have a limit. Good morning. What's up, you guys? You don't look so well. Are you exhausted from studying for the test around the corner? I hope you're not forgetting something. Christmas is coming up in a month. Have you found your dates yet? Haha, I've got mine already. Tell you what, I'll give you guys a Christmas question. Alright, I'll ask a question regarding cakes now, Rikami. Which of these is considered a rice cake? That would be mochi, or mochi. You gave the answer you think is correct. Excellent. Mochi is a type of rice cake. When you think of cake, you think dessert, but something pounded together is also called a cake. That's what the case with mochi is, as it's rice pounded together. As another example, komboko is a fish cake, fish meat pounded together. However, you probably don't want to be eating fish cakes on Christmas night, hahaha. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. I mean, we already maxed out, but always nice to have a little extra knowledge. Classes have ended for today. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. Well, first of all, let's go ahead and save. And then, let's see. I know who we're gonna hang out with, but I don't know where they usually hang out inside the school. Okay, so we're actually gonna be spending some time with Yosuke, someone that I feel like we haven't hung out with in quite a while. We did what we could. Nanako-chan would want us to live normal lives, right? Yosuke is trying to cheer you up. You feel your relationship with Yosuke is going to become closer soon. Will you spend the afternoon with Yosuke? First, I just want to check where our social link is at. Okay, we're at level 8. So hopefully we can get it up to level 9. So yep, there's a lot of personas that use the Magician Arcana. There is still power hidden within. You feel your relationship with Yosuke is going to become closer soon. Will you spend the afternoon with Yosuke? Sure thing. Alright! Let's go then. Yosuke looks happy. The hill overlooking town. Yosuke brought you here. A little fog has enveloped the area.
I hated this place when I first
when you
came to
can't
Inaba.
see more than 5
You
feet
can
in
tell
front
how
of you.
small the town is from up here. But looking at it now, it's a nice town.
Yeah, you can really see the whole town from up here. Yosuke is smiling sadly. Let's say... I mean, we definitely want him to be happier. Let's go ahead and say, cheer up.
If it were only that easy.
Yosuke has a self-mocking smirk on his face.
I want to tell Saki-senpai something. That what's important isn't where you are. This town I hated so much, now I love it. I mean, there's still nothing here, but I have family and friends and you. The important things are never far off. They're all around you.
Yosuke seems a bit embarrassed.
I always wanted to be special. I thought my life would finally have meaning if I was special to someone. That's why I was really excited when I got my persona. But I really didn't need it. It's not what you have or what you can do. Just being born, living your life. Before you know it, you're already special to someone.
I mean, I feel like that's not true. It's definitely not going to make us become closer. Let's go ahead and agree with him and say, you're right.
Yeah, like you. You're special to me, you know?
Yosuke is rubbing his nose. You can feel Yosuke's warm trust. You feel your relationship with Yosuke has grown deeper. getting close to maxing it out. The Yosuke Hanamura social link has reached level 9. Your power to create personas of the Magician Arcana has grown. Yosuke's determination in battle has been enhanced. Yosuke can now take a mortal blow for you in battle.
Alright, let's see if we can find everyone's house from here.
Yeah, good luck with that, Yosuke.
There's Junes, and that's the main street, so my house is there. The one with that funky roof.
Yeah, I
Meaning
think
yours
Yosuke's using
is...
it. You spent a long while with Yosuke, mostly out of concern. Oh, okay. Usually there's a message, like something pops up when you get home. Stay. Nope, just... that's it. Now, first of all, let's go ahead and save once again, so we don't have to watch Yosuke lose it again every time we continue. But first of all, let's go ahead and see if we can catch any more bugs. Because it's in the shade, the air here is moist. So we're going for Genji beetles still, and hopefully we should catch the Guardian of Shinchi Beach or something like that before too long. I think it's Shinchiri Beach. But either way, we have to get the bait first, so bugs have gathered around the tree. You swung the net with perfect timing. Alright, glad I didn't lose it over the Thanksgiving break. How many bugs did you catch? So we're hoping for Genji beetles. Alright, got one. Grasshopper, jewel beetle. Another Genji beetle. Alright. You know, I was planning to go ahead and continue, and then we'll pick up, you know, wrap it up. But with catching 2 Genji beetles, I definitely want to save that. I don't want to have to miss out on those. So let's go back to the shrine. And then, once again, we're going to go ahead and draw a fortune. It's a small shrine. It looks like you can draw matchmaking fortunes. It costs 200 yen. You have a lot more than 200 on you. What should you do? So let's go ahead and draw one. And then, which social link would you like to think about as you draw your fortune? Let's go ahead and make some progress on the social link with Aerie. I mean, hopefully we'll save us some daycare work. It says, great blessing. You feel like you've gotten a little closer to Aerie. The fortune says your relationship could become stronger soon. Okay. Time passed as you tied the omikuji around the fortune tree. It's getting late. You decide to go home. Okay, you know, pretty good luck at the end with a great blessing. But that's going to wrap up the gameplay portion for today and bring us on to shuffle time. So, let's see. Alright, today's card is the World Arcana in the upright position. So this is actually an Arcana card that doesn't have a social link associated with it, but let's go ahead and see what that means Fate has in store for us. So, upright world meaning. To encounter the world in your cards is to encounter a great unity and wholeness. It symbolizes the moment when the inner and outer worlds, self and other, become a single entity. In some traditions, this state is described as enlightenment or nirvana. There is a recognition that the individual self is profoundly linked with all other things, and that we all dance and sway along the flow of life to one rhythm. Not only do you hear this rhythm, but you participate in it, following the dips and the rises, the joys and the sorrows. The meaning of the world card is fulfillment, achievement, and completion. This shows that all the efforts that you have been putting in place are starting to pay off. It reflects that you have completed a major milestone in your life, and you have built the resilience to withstand challenges. The world may indicate completion of a long-term project, study, or any other major event in your life. It may also mean that the birth of a child, marriage, graduation, or any other thing that you have accomplished. The world card shows that you have a desire to give back to the community in various ways. You have a commitment to make the world a better place because you understand that everything is connected. Okay. I feel like this is something that, you know, definitely don't hear. It's not like, yeah, I hear about that all the time whenever it comes about meditation or self-reflection. But, you know, I think it's definitely a good thing to keep in mind that I think if you see the world as everything's connected, and rather than trying to get what you can get before other people get it, instead just seeing the world as everything's connected, and whether someone else gets it or you do, it's all equally important, then I think that's definitely a point of view that's going to make it a lot easier to be happy in life. So definitely a good thing to keep in mind. But either way, that's going to be another card done. another card down and another day done. So that's going to wrap it up for today. Feel free to subscribe if you'd like to follow along with the journey, as I do this every day. But before we wrap up for today, some quick announcements. I was initially planning, I'd mentioned before the break that I was planning to record the Day 750 special of behind the scenes of what it takes in a full day of doing Percent for Gold in real time, from when I sit down to record it to actually uploading it. The thing is, some things about that are going to be slightly different now, just because I got a new monitor. If it was that simple as like just a new monitor, it probably wouldn't change things enough. But instead of having an ultra wide monitor like I had before, I have a super ultra wide, and so I've needed to make some adjustments for things, such as changing the camera angle and some other stuff that just comes with the territory. And so I think I'm gonna wait until like Wednesday or so to record it, now that the routine, how I usually do things, is slightly different. And I know it's a given, or it's not a guarantee that when I make the video that that's how I'm going to be doing it for the entire rest of the playthrough. I'd honestly be a little disappointed if I had the exact same routine moving forward from that point. But I think doing it, knowing that I had just changed it, the whole routine of it, I think is something that I want it to be a little more long-lasting before it's not quite up to date. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, get back into a routine where I know I'm consistently doing these things, since I have to figure some stuff out. Like the ultra wide monitor was wider than I expected, so it's blocking off my second monitor that I use. So I'm gonna have to adjust that. Also, my old monitor is currently on an arm that's facing away from the desk and not being used. So definitely some adjustments that have to be made, and so I just want to get that done, make sure I'm back into a consistent routine of this is how I'm going to be doing things before I make that video, rather than recording it and that not be relevant the next day. So apologies for the delay, but it shouldn't be too long before I get around to it. It's not something that's going to take a long time to make, so just want to wait until it's accurate and doesn't feel like it's something that is not really relevant as soon as I upload it. So that's just the update on that, a little bit more longer explanation than I was anticipating. But that's going to wrap it up for today. And so whether you're new here or you've been following along since the beginning, I really appreciate it and glad to have you guys. So that's going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.